Hello, Jonathan here, and welcome to my weekly vlog. So today is Monday, and I am running an election. That's right. So vote wisely. Teachers, I'm running a teacher's election. Basically, I'm going back to my old college to do this. So yeah, it should be an interesting day. I hope I run into some of the teachers I know. Vanier College, former nunnery and current capital of education of right here. As the English teachers like to say around here, get thee to a nunnery. That means get to class. They're actually quoting Shakespeare. Alright, we're heading to the 5th hour. Basically, I've been here for 5 hours at the Teachers Association election table. And so far, not that many people are voting. This trash bin perfectly illustrates how I feel about my mail. It is somewhere between 2 and 3 a.m. right now, and I'm feeling extra super motivated. Considering I have been working pretty much non-stop for the last week. To clarify, usually I take breaks between bursts of work days. Most people like to call these weekends. Yes, normal people need these to function properly. Usually I take like a day or two to just do my own thing. Haven't been doing that lately, and it's starting to really kind of take its toll. But tonight, I did some relaxing after working all day today, and I feel very, very motivated. I mean, not that I wasn't feeling motivated before that. I mean, what I've been doing all week has been driven by excessive motivation. But yeah, I just felt like an extra burst of motivation tonight where I thought of some new ideas, new approaches to things, and new approaches to problems. And that's pretty cool. That being said, I'm gonna go to bed now. My goal is to be up by 8 a.m. I don't know how realistic this goal is, but I'm going to try it anyway. One of the very useful functions of a weekend is to replenish your sleep reserves. And this works quite well considering that Gabe needs more sleep than I do anyway. So it's perfect, actually. But yeah, that didn't really happen this weekend, so I'm feeling particularly exhausted. But I know I haven't reached the point where things are really, really bad, because when that happens, basically, my stomach and my body goes all like, "What are you doing, Jonathan? Stop, stop, stop!" And that hasn't happened yet, so I'm good. Okay, so it's Tuesday. I've been working on some stuff earlier, and right now I am pizzas, making those. I'm also going to be making some other pizza-like things at the same time, so then I'll have that for the week. Actually, I'm making more like chips at this point. Whoa! Strange pizza quesadilla thing. It's not a quesadilla at all. And this drink, which is Di Serono and orange juice, which tastes like fruit punch. I've had a long week. My apartment is clean again. The dishes are done. The clothes are put away. As you can see, they are no longer strewn about my bed. And let's see, there's a little bit of organizing I have to do on my desk, but that's pretty much it. And that I can handle. Tomorrow we're meeting with one of the programmers to discuss the wireframing and just make sure everything's kind of like okay and good and actually codable, although there is no reason that we can spot why it wouldn't be. And then we will be one step closer to ruling the earth and making all jobs obsolete. I'm kidding, of course. I still need you guys. I was supposed to edit a vlog tonight. 2 vlogs tonight, actually. And then Netflix happened. Oh my, why did I ever buy Netflix? But on the plus side, I'm almost done season 2 of Parks and Recreation, and that's an excellent show that I would recommend to everyone. Maybe I'm at the end of season 3, I'm not sure. Anyway, point being, it's a great show, and it makes me feel very good. Alright, back here, gonna do some exercising, and yeah, today's gonna be a very productive day. At least that's the plan. See that? That shininess on my skin? That's called progress. Some dumbass broke one of the straps on this thing. There's supposed to be 2 of them, so you can like do insane weighted crunches. I don't know how you could break one of them, but they did. It is late at night. I am at my apartment. Did some more wireframing today, and essentially I'm probably gonna have to delete some clips that I made earlier on. Yeah, I will, because they were taken near my apartment. Basically, I was pissed off at the buses. No, that's wrong. I wasn't pissed off at the buses. I was annoyed at street parking. Street parking, so stupid. Why would you fill up a street that is busy and already full of traffic with more cars that aren't moving? How is this good city planning? Who thought that through? That's just not a good idea. So what happens all too often is that you have an area in front of a bus stop where people are not allowed to park. So it's about 2 bus lengths long, but unfortunately, if there's maybe 3 cars in front of the bus at a given red light, the bus can't pull up to pick up people. So then it has to wait for the light to turn green to pull up to pick up the people, even though it's literally like 10 feet away. And then by the time people get onto the bus, the light is red again, even though it could have just been loading people onto the bus while the light was red the time before that. So basically what happens is that the bus keeps having to wait at every single light because of street parking. And I understand that there's a lack of parking in most places everywhere. I get that. I hear you loud and clear. I understand your problem. However, that doesn't mean that people should be parking in the road. The motorists are not the ones at fault, it's the city planners. It's the people who decide that parking should happen on the street. What they need to do is make some like above ground or underground parking garages, and essentially make them every couple of blocks, make them several stories high so that you're not wasting space, and also encourage more people to take public transit. Because if there's no street parking, buses will go faster, and then more people will take the bus, and then there will be less cars to park in the first place. I would very much like to one day live in a city that has no cars. In other words, a city where everything is public transit. Okay, maybe some cars, but they'd be like only for very, very specific things. It's very late at night. Perfect time to dream about public transit. I woke up feeling very sore from yesterday. Oh my. Alright, it's Friday and I'm starting out here exercising. That was an excellent workout. Now I'm thoroughly tired. It's May 1st, by the way. Currently editing the last 2 weeks' weekly vlogs, although I film them daily, so they're sort of daily vlogs. And oh my god, Final Cut is really weird. Maybe you guys can help me. But I don't know, it's really stupid what it's doing. Editing right now. So I drag these transitions over onto this thing here. Right there. I'm gonna zoom in a bit so you can see a little bit too much. So this is just a blank black screen. This is a clip. This is a clip. And when I drag in the transition, this is the default size it gives me. If I drag it here, it gives me this tiny, shitty, useless transition that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 frames long. That's pointless. Why is it doing that? And then if I drag it at this end of it, it gives me this huge transition, and I see no reason for this.
It's like Final Cut just arbitrarily decides what size it wants to make the transitions. Like let's look. Basically, this thing in the middle always the same size, although it shouldn't really matter. And then here, what? Let's move a little bit more. What? These are different sizes too, slightly different. There's no consistency basically, and Final Cut doesn't really explain why. It just kind of gives you a transition and tells you work with it, and you can't resize them. Some of them you can, some of them you can go crazy, make them as big or as small as you want. But then when it makes them super tiny, it's like, no, you can't make this bigger. Why? No reason.
Alright, I just applied for a video gig. I hope I get it. And I also went to speak to the people who manage this building here to pitch them some of the software I'm working on. And it looks good, it's just that they're changing management right now. So basically as soon as that happens, then let's see what happens. But they really do need a better solution, so I'm pretty confident. It's just unfortunately right now they're basically selling this building and all the buildings around here. It's not going to change my rent or anything like that. But oh my god, there's a child with a wrestling mat, a wrestling like thing. You know, like the things wrestlers wear that have like just the eyes and the mouth hole. And I imagine there's a hole for their nose too. Yeah. Okay. Right now I am going to produce some banana bread because it doesn't take very long to make and it's delicious and I have just enough time actually to make it before my meeting. So I'll put that in the oven and yeah, then I'll go to my meeting. These are bits of frozen banana. I'm going to use a hairdryer to make them melt because I can't put this metal bowl in the microwave. This is not the way to do it, but you know, it's gonna work. Good morning, it's Saturday, and I'm awake, and I'm joined by Gabe.
Oh, what's up with my hair this morning?
I don't know. You look great though.
Thanks.
People really liked your vlogging in the last video I put up.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Gabe's at work now. I'm playing Minecraft, and we're gonna be going to Sahel later on because it's his mom's birthday. Also, what are you doing, Foxy? She was like twitching. Gabe doesn't actually have work. He has a work meeting, which just means free food and tea and free food. I'm jealous. There's a potluck too, so it means that there's lots of different kinds of free food. Me and Gabe are both playing Animal Crossing right now. And speaking of animals, Foxy just like peered into the room as I started vlogging and then ran away. Monday, and I'm cheating a little bit by ending the vlog here, but that's what I'm doing. Essentially, it was a pretty good week, vlogging-wise. And, what else? What else am I going to talk about? But there's still some improvements to do to get back on track to be at the quality level I was at in the first 2-3 weeks. So, on track to do that. I realize that when I'm very busy and doing a lot of things, I find it difficult to stay focused on everything, just because like you just focus on whatever you're concentrating on that week. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to get better at that and try to kind of keep that in mind while I'm working on things. Anyway, see you guys next week and take care. Bye.